Yes, people, welcome back to the Magpie Channel TV. For those that weren't at the event last night, it was an unbelievable evening with tune legend Shay Given. I hosted that event with Colin, with local legends at the Coach and Horses pub there in Wide Open. I think it was about 100 odd tickets sold. That was the max capacity, sold out straight away. And what a night it was. Obviously, we didn't want to film the whole thing because that ruins, the whole atmosphere. That ruins the point of being there in the flesh. That's why they buy the ticket. The Q&A at the end of the show, there was about an hour chat between me and Shay where I went through his career at Newcastle. Loads of great insider, funny stories. And then the crowd get a chance to have a Q&A before they got up there and met Shay, got a picture of them, got things signed and that. And I have to say it was an unbelievable night. And then on a personal level, a really unbelievable, proud moment for myself. 7 years ago, when I started YouTube, I went to an event to attend it, to queue up, to get a book signed by Shay Given and get a selfie with him. And then several years later, full circle moment, I'm hosting the event and interviewing him. It's just mind-blowing. But it's mind-blowing the feedback we got from the event as well. Everyone in the crowd absolutely loved it, said it was one of the best events they'd ever been to for a Q&A. Amazing. Honestly, I couldn't believe the amount of feedback that was spot on, perfect. Shay was class, Shay was on great form, honest and funny as ever, so that made my job easier. But he was brilliant, the crowd was brilliant, it was an unreal night. Absolutely class, one of the best nights of my life. Not just on a professional level, but also on a personal level. As a fan, to be sitting there next to Shay Given, man, it's just one of those pinch me moments, sitting there next to Shay Given, talking about his career when I had posters of this bloke in my bedroom as a teenager. I had all the Shay Given goalkeeper kits back in the day, and I used to idolise the bloke. It was him and Shearer. And somehow I've managed to interview them both now. Unreal. And I was just having a good bit of crack with Shay, a couple of hours before the event started yesterday, so I didn't want to do a video then. Originally, we were going to set up the camera and just do a piece to camera, me and Shay, for 10 minutes, whatever. But doing it this way, we can reflect on what it was like on the night, what the atmosphere was like, live there, bits and pieces, instead of us sitting down, because me and him just had a good bit of crack backstage before it went on, and the night just ran away, and we didn't even think about or have the chance to end up recording something. So you just get the idea anyway. Some great questions from the crowd. Obviously, Shay was on fire. He's saying he knows that Big Al would beat Roy Keane in a scrap. It would be close, mind, because Roy Keane is a psycho, as Given said, and we know what he's like, his temper and everything. Bit of a lunatic. But there's no getting past Big Shearer, is there? Not a chance. Big Al, flatten Roy every day of the week, especially now. Roy's withering away, Shearer's still massive. Massive Al. Not Big Al anymore, massive Al. And then, good crack, on the Davies ass incident with Dennis Bergkamp, that turn, listen, he was bigging up. And another question was, who was the striker you feared most? And he said, he didn't ever fear anyone, but he was worried when it was a Bergkamp, a Rooney, a Van Nistelrooy. And Bergkamp was unreal, wasn't he, in that goal there? Did he mean it or not? Let us know in the comments. I think he was an intelligent player, and I'd say he probably meant it. But Davies ass got caught out a little bit there. But what a goal it was. And obviously that classic one-liner that a lot of people in the audience hadn't heard, but me reading Shay's book and doing a bit of research and other things, I knew the line where Shay Given was the only Irishman to not know where Dublin was. So that was class crack when Dion Dublin snuck in from behind and put it in Shay's net. But the event itself was unreal. There was loads of great crack, loads of great moments, and get an insight into history, into Shay Given and Newcastle United. Honestly, if it happens again, I'd really recommend being there, but you'll have to be quick because those tickets absolutely flew. We could have sold 1,000 of them, to be honest, but it wasn't me. It was obviously through Colin. They weren't really bothered about ticket sales or getting loads of people in, cramming them in. So that made it for a quality atmosphere, and just having over 100 people there in the pub, it was a great setting, and I really enjoyed that Q&A. My first one, really, where I've done it with an ex-pro in front of a live audience like that. Obviously, we've done interviews with Shearer before, maybe podcast I've featured on TV and all that sort of stuff, but where I've led the interview agenda, and it was a different sort of pressure and a different sort of setting, but I absolutely loved it in the end. Absolutely loved it, and hopefully many more to come. But thanks to you lot for the support on the channel over the last few years, getting me into positions like this and me growing as a creator, presenter, everything else. So big up everyone that supports the channel, and hopefully you've subscribed if you haven't already. Nice one. And great meeting everyone last night as well. There was loads of fantastic people in the crowd, cracking atmosphere. So shout out everyone that came over and said hello as well, which is pretty much everyone there. Love it. Absolutely love it. On to some Newcastle United news then. There's still, everyone wanting to know what's happening with Mark Gahey at the minute. There's still the reports that Newcastle had a bid of around 50 million, rejected by Crystal Palace, and we will be going back in with further bids of up to about 65. Palace are apparently holding out for that 65 million, and they do want a lot of it, the majority of it, up front. So that's a big ask and a big demand that is kind of stalling negotiations at the minute. But there is hope and optimism that a deal can be struck between the two clubs to get Gahey to the Toon, because that's what he wants. He wants to move up north. Palace are happy with the sale, 2 years left on his contract. Newcastle really want Gahey, their number one target. So let's hope we can make some progress on that. Get that deal done to around the 65 million mark. I think it will happen. I think we'll reach an agreement. Because listen, teams around us are strengthening. Newcastle fans are still panicking now. Obviously, Asula was finally announced yesterday. But in terms of, being 1 week away from the season starting against Southampton on the Saturday, 17th, we haven't really strengthened the starting 11. So people are panicking about that. We talked about us trying to get Gahey in the centre-back. You've got West Ham on the verge of signing Todibo, a great centre-back that Newcastle were linked to with. They're having a very good window. They've signed, obviously, Fulkrug, Somerville, a couple of defenders. They're still trying to get Wan-Bissaka. They're having a quality window, West Ham. I think they could be one to keep an eye out next year in the Premier League. But Newcastle going to the Stella Cup this weekend. First game is tonight against Girona. I might do a vlog for that. I might not. We'll see how we're doing. We've been doing so much content. We've been so busy lately doing loads of bits and pieces. We'll probably put it together because it'll be an interesting vlog, because where I'm sitting tonight is somewhere nice and different. So looking forward to that. So I may bring you that. If not, you follow us on the Magpie channel and stuff. I'll put it on with stories and that at least. But I'm looking forward to it. Listen, it's going to be good to see the boys back. It's going to be good to be back inside St. James Park again. It is a shame that we haven't got some new fancy signings to look at. However, I am actually excited to see Asula, to see what he's like, because I'm sure he'll get some game time over the course of the weekend. We've obviously got the game tomorrow against Stade Brest at 4, and then the women's play AC Milan at 1 at St. James Park. I'll be at both of them games as well, so looking forward to that. But if we can see a bit of Asula, a bit of Lloyd Kelly, let's back them. Let's hope they can perform. Let's hope Newcastle get some good wins, a few goals. Get that feel-good factor heading into the new season. Right, that'll do for this video, people. I'm still knackered from last night. You can probably tell under my eyes. Me and Shay on the Guinness. Not really. He was driving. I wasn't. So, enjoyed myself. Cheers for watching, people. Drop your comments below. Are you heading into the Cellar weekend or this weekend? Are you going to the Stack? Going to check that out. Obviously, that opened yesterday as well. Let us know. Have a great one either way, people. Drop a like on this one. See you in the next one.